I'm Alicia Van Mayen.
And I'm Steve Spar. This is Spoke TV, your source for local and campus news.
Free the Children brought We Day to the region for the 4th time. Rebecca Turner was there to see the young global empowerment movement firsthand.
We Day visited Waterloo Region for the 4th time, and with it came song, dance, and an energized audience.
Attendees did not buy a ticket to We Day, but through school initiatives and their own volunteerism, people can earn a spot at the event.
And that spirit of community involvement is exactly what We Day is all about.
You've just got to be the best of what you are. And that is what our challenge is, being our best.
Co-founder of Free the Children, Craig Kielberger, says that inspiring young people to make global change is an important role for both schools and parents to play.
You know, I believe the most powerful people in the world are not CEOs or politicians, they are parents. Because how you raise a child, that's the only true lasting legacy of the world. How you shape how one young person looks at the world. And with that is an enormous responsibility. We live in an age where so often schools teach about reading, writing, arithmetic, of course, but we have to teach about compassion and courage and community.
One local participant in We Day is Sarah Ingle, who traveled on an international volunteer trip to India with the Me to We program and Free the Children.
I had this great learning experience where I learned about the Me to We programs and Free the Children, and I went to that first We Day and I said that I absolutely have to go on a Me to We trip because it's always been a passion of mine to get involved with different causes.
For Spoke TV, I'm Rebecca Turner.
Canadian Blood Services always need more blood, but often fall short on their goals. The organization says that every minute of every day someone needs blood in Canada. Amari Nicolau looks into the process.
Every minute of every day, there are people that need blood. People like Therese Lebel, who had C. difficile, a bacteria that upsets the normal balance of a healthy bacteria in the digestive system, and ended up needing 6 blood transfusions.
I experienced diarrhea, but along with the diarrhea, I lost a lot of blood every time that I went to the washroom. So I got so weak, I had to go to the hospital. I was scared. I thought I was dying because I was losing so much blood. And so then they gave me a blood transfusion.
About 52% of Canadians says they or a family member have needed blood for treatment or surgery. In other words, about 2,000 units of blood are needed in hospitals across Canada every day. According to Canadian Blood Services, only 4% of eligible Canadians donate blood. Some people are afraid. Others were never asked to donate.
We really ask that people give it a try at least once. If you've never done it before, come in with a group of friends, but you can save a life by coming in to donate.
If you are considering becoming a donor, visit the Canadian Blood Services website to find answers and also book an appointment.
For Spoke TV, I'm Amari Nicolau.
The Oxford Dictionary adds a new word to its pages every year. Previous years added unfriend, credit crunch, and Sudoku. Kelly Burns tells us more on the newest edition, selfie.
At least it isn't twerking that was named 2013 Word of the Year. Instead, selfie won top prize in an official spot in the English Dictionary. University of Waterloo English professor Amy Morrison is a self-proclaimed selfie expert. She explains why the addition is a positive thing.
It means that as a culture we're growing, right? The reason we have new words is because new things are happening and we're looking for ways to talk about them. If you think about it, 6 years ago the word smartphone didn't exist either, and no one is saying the language is going to die because we invented the word smartphone. We just don't like selfies very much, some people, so they don't like the word either.
Jordan Tomlin, a Conestoga College student, an avid selfie taker, thinks the addition is a negative one.
If they add every single word that we use in the dictionary, there's a lot of slang words that don't mean anything actually.
A selfie is the act of taking a picture of yourself with a smartphone or webcam to upload to an app or an internet outlet. Taking selfies is increasing with the creation of apps like Snapchat and Instagram. It's not just for Facebook anymore. There are also many different selfie poses you can take.
Like looking up a little bit and taking the picture down, it makes your neck look longer, right? A lot of women do that one, or they move their arms a little bit out from their sides to make their arms look skinnier, or men like to sort of tuck their hands in their biceps to make their arms look musclier.
From this time last year, the use of the word selfie has increased 17,000%. For Spoke TV, I'm Kelly Burns.
Another team has withdrawn its bid to operate the boathouse in Victoria Park, leaving just one bidder in the running. Musician Danny Michael and Glenn Smith, the owner of Ethel's Lounge, withdrew their joint bid in face of what they say is too much risk. Their departure, and that of Denny Sablowski in October, leaves the team of Bill McTavish, owner of Imbibe Food and Drink, and brothers Kurt and Corey Crossman, founders of the Koi Music Festival, as the sole boathouse bidder. The 3 bidders had been shortlisted from 6 initial applicants. The boathouse has been closed since September, when the city terminated an agreement with the former operator.
With the holidays approaching rapidly, more and more people are shopping online. According to Statistics Canada, online shopping is up 24% from 2010. John Morris explores how this may affect local businesses.
Going Christmas shopping can be a long, busy, and frustrating process. And coincidentally, Canadians spent $18.9 billion online for goods and services last year, according to CBC. Online shopping can be fast, easy, and quiet. With everything being just a few clicks away, could online shopping be taking away from local stores? Scott Hunter battles the ease of online shopping in the KW bookstore downtown.
I think more so for out-of-town people in the States, overseas, whatnot. Yeah, absolutely.
While some businesses battle to get consumers in-store, others are embracing the online opportunities. Graham McRae, manager of Long & McQuaid Downtown Kitchener, has a wide online selection.
The big benefit for us is that the wider reach that you can get. We have over 60 locations across the country, but it's almost impossible to reach everybody out there. So it's nice to know that if somebody wants to buy a guitar in Churchill, Manitoba, they can get a hold of Long & McQuaid and still get their instrument.
Alnor Kashvani, owner of Loop Downtown, doesn't have online shopping yet, but he does understand the importance of it.
What will it do?
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. It's going to increase sales. That's what the goal. I'd assume anyone's goal is of sort of putting an online store together is to sort of broaden the opportunity of being able to sell stuff not just in store but globally.
For Spoke TV, I'm John Morris.
With the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who underway, geek culture is being embraced by the masses. Kristen Van Eck visits the 3rd annual Geek Art Show held at Kitchener City Hall.
With artwork on display, geeks are sure to flock to the scene.
We're here at the 3rd annual Geek Art Show at Kitchener City Hall, where writers, artists, and fans come together.
It's a 3-day event with more than just art.
There's workshops and panels on things like how to pitch your comic to audiences and publishers, as well as live music.
Right now I may want to fall, I may not matter much at all, but someday soon the clouds will open and the world will see.
Coordinator Muroki Tong explains why she started the Geek Art Show.
I think the main difference is that what I'm trying to do is create industry opportunities as well as disseminating to a new audience. So a lot of the major popular things that happens are conventions, and conventions are kind of for fans. People already love something, it's like, oh, I already love this comic, I already love Iron Man, and they go and they have a lot of fun, they dress up and they just let loose.
Multiple vendors set up tables throughout City Hall where they can share and sell their pieces. These items can range from comics and artwork to armor and masks. 3 women decided to join forces and come together as the Sisters in Art.
This is our first time showing as a group, and it's been a fantastic experience for us so far.
Others present include co-creator of comic and soon-to-be television series Kill Shakespeare. Anthony Del Cole tells us more about his involvement with the Geek Art Show.
Every single city and every single town seems to be embracing geek culture. That's why it's great that Muroki's putting together this show here to kind of bring all the geeks, because the geek is now chic. So every city is now supporting this sort of initiative in these Comic-Cons.
Kill Shakespeare was performed on stage the first night of the event and made the Geek Art Show come alive.
For Spoke TV, I'm Kristen Van Eck.
Conestoga College is getting an athletic upgrade, but as Brendan Zwanbeck explains, the arena will most likely be closed by spring 2014.
Conestoga College's rec center is upgrading, which could mean the end of the ice rink.
Executive Director of Athletics Paul Osborne explains where the decision process stands.
Well, it's about 98% sure that the arena will come down. It has gone to tender to some architects, and that is our suggestion. But they could come back and say maybe we keep the arena, repurpose it for other purposes, and move forward.
Vice President of Student Affairs Mike Dinning says that a mechanical review of the rink has turned up some heavy expenses.
It's been indicated to us that to put an investment in it to keep that ice rink viable for another 10 years could cost up to $5 million.
Dinning and his team believe that the rink doesn't get enough use to justify such a cost. Despite the ice rink being available to Conestoga College students every day, a recent survey says that only 1% actually use it. While students may not use the rink, minor hockey teams do. Assistant coach Paul Costello's minor Pee Wee hockey team plays at Conestoga every Saturday.
Now as it stands, there's not enough arenas in Kitchener for the kids to play minor hockey. We got some of the kids that are having to play late in the afternoons, into the evenings, late at night. We need more arenas in Kitchener, not less.
Dinning says that they have notified Kitchener Minor Hockey of their plans and that rentals will be suspended in April. Construction for a new recreation facility could begin after this school year and completed by 2015. For Spoke TV, I'm Brendan Zwombag.
With mobile and social technology growing rapidly, Brittany Mifsud plugs in to tell us how to utilize these everyday technologies better.
We're here at Conestoga College where the third-year IT program is putting on Global Social Mobile, a presentation where students and tech-savvy community members can come learn about creative social and business ventures using current technologies. Let's go take a look.
First up was Phil Andrews, managing editor of the Guelph Mercury. He explained how small news outlets have to find new ways of making money since the increase of online newspapers.
We want to have good enough numbers so that our advertisers say, yeah, there's still lots of people who go online, but we want to have people get to a point where they say, I really want to continue getting it, and I'll pay a little bit for it.
Ray Brunsting, the CTO of Tula Foundation, gave a philanthropic view, as his company has developed software that allows community members in Guatemala to access 24-hour health information.
The ultimate dream is that what we're doing will be used elsewhere. We have a malaria project in Guatemala that is we're doing with the same sort of, I didn't talk about it here, but with the mobile technologies, and that, again, we're hoping to take that across all of Latin America.
Howard Lanos, a collaborative architect, endorsed the need for human influence in technology.
Why is our product valuable, and how does it get to be valuable? And it's always because there's humans involved in transferring their knowledge.
Finally, students of Conestoga got a close-to-home look at what the school's IT department does. Andrew McGivry explained a new software system that is set to be implemented in January that will allow students to search for available computer labs based on the programs they need to use.
Just getting students talking and saying, look at the cool things that IT is doing for us, and look at this, look at what, more or less from a student perspective, look where our money is going to.
For Spoke TV, I'm Brittany Mifsud.
Although the Hamilton Tiger Cats lost to the Saskatchewan Roughriders on Sunday, Conestoga College prepped for the game with lots of enthusiasm last week.
This past week, Conestoga Students Inc., or CSI, held a football toss marathon. The marathon hit up the Waterloo, Doon, and Cambridge campuses. Each student could throw 10 footballs, trying to get them through the holes in the target board. Different holes would get you different prizes, but on top of the prizes, every football that got in, CSI would donate one food item to the school's food bank. Between all the campuses, the event donated a total of 131 food items. Way to go, Condors!
That's all for this week. I'm Steve Spar.
And I'm Elisha Van Mayen. For more stories and information, check out spokeonline.com.